Hi everyone, welcome to MSINGI. My name is Ingrid and I'm the creator of the world's first Afrocentric functional movement practice. MSINGI is a Swahili word that means foundational. So we're going to go through the earth variations of 11 functional movements. Very first thing we want to do is find that tempo and warm up. Nice and easy, let the arms sway. We're just going to let that spine rotate. Nice and easy, last 4. 3. Now moving up to the shoulders. Let's take a shoulder rotation. Squeeze away that tension. Last 4. 3. Same movement, but in reverse. Take the shoulder roll forward. Breathing a little bit deeper. Last 4. Now let's think about the hip hinge and spinal roll. I'm going to move sideways so we can talk about that range of motion. Inhale as you hinge forward. Exhale as you roll up. Knees stay parallel. One more. Great job. Last but not least, let's go for a head tilt. Neck mobility here. Real gentle, ear to the shoulder. Watch the change. Still working neck mobility, but it's chin to shoulder. Last 4. We're going back to that bounce, back to that rotation. We want to make every movement a little bit bigger here. 4 to go. That shoulder roll, let's make that bigger too. It's like a backstroke. Last 4. And forward stroke. Looking good. 4, 3, and hip hinge, spinal roll. Again, we're going deeper as we get warmer. Hinge forward and roll up. Give me 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And one more set of the neck mobility. Side to side and chin to shoulder. Well done, gang. You are officially warmed up. Let's walk it out. Lower body movements, upper body movements, and core. Let's start with the lower body. Side step squat. So you're going to open up those legs, sit in your invisible chair, down and up. If you need back support, your hands are on the thighs. But if you want more, you're reaching the fingertips to the mat and to the sky. Taking those deeper breaths and thinking about this primal position. We want to keep those knees in alignment with the toes, but the spine long. This is your first move out of 4 lower body moves. Excellent. One more each side. Let's keep moving laterally, but watch the change. I'm only going to bend the outside stepping leg. Now we're in a side lunge. Watch the arms. We're going to add a nice low swing. Maybe this is your elephant trunk. Let it swing low, and then make your elephant ears. Tempo's picking up just slightly. Stay with it. If you want to angle yourself a little bit, go for it. One more each side. So we've learned 2 moves. Let's home base and bounce. Side step squat, side lunge. Let's do 4 of each. All right, hopefully that breath work is happening. We're breathing deep here. One more each side. Change it to your side lunge. Single arm sweep. Beautiful. Enjoy that strength and stretch at the same time. Home base, let's walk it out. We're going to take it to our last 2 moves. Reverse lunge is next. So again, really important to stay parallel with those knees, hips and shoulders facing forward, but we're dropping into an ideal position of 90 degrees at each knee. Do your best. Honor those knees. If there's any discomfort, make your depth a little more shallow. But if you want more challenge, you're going to add that long neck. Maybe it's a giraffe neck or an ostrich neck, but we're keeping that spine nice and long. Last two. Your final move is coming up. Hip hinge. Remember, we did this in the warm-up, but watch the change. We're coming up straight. We're releasing the hamstrings and firing up the glutes. If you need back support, hands on the thighs, but if you want more challenge, maybe hands across the chest or fingertips at the ears. So proud as a peacock. You're opening that chest, giving me two more. Nice and easy. Honor that low back. Keep your core tight. Beautiful job. Let's walk it out and do 4 more reps of each. From the top, side step squat. Beautiful job. Side lunge. Swing and lift. 1 more each side. And your reverse lunge is here. Right into it. Smooth it out. Last 2. And hip hinge. Nice and controlled. Beautiful work. If you want to add a rotation, a little more challenge. Let's do 1 more each side. And last one. That's it, gang. Those are your 4 lower body moves. We're gonna take it down to the mat and focus on upper body strength. Our first move is on all 4s. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and just see if you can activate your core by floating your knees off the mat, bracing and holding. Breathe, breathe. You got this. 4, 3, 2, and gently lower the knees. Rock the hips back and forth. See how the wrists feel? If that was a little too intense, you can always make fists. Let's try it again. Here we go. Floating the knees. The goal here is to just brace the core and maintain that neutral spine. Nicely done. Let's lower down. And again, rock the hips. Bridging into move number 2. This one is the spirit of the lion. We're gonna let the hips rock back and load into the upper body, into the wrists and shoulders. If you want intensity, how about knees off of the mat? Getting to that high plank position, using that tempo to keep our movements nice and consistent. 4, 3, are we breathing? Last 2. Last one, good job. Let's rest the knees and come into a recovery position. Hips over heels and rock the hips a little bit side to side. Release that low back. So again, all MSINGI movements connect. So we're gonna try to match that kneeling hover in the spirit of the hippo with the pounce, just like a lion. So we hold that hover position. If you want more challenge, you're walking out into that high plank. And you're walking back. Oh yeah, big difference. Walking out and take it to the pounce from the toes or the knees. Breathe, breathe, only 2 more. Nicely done. Let's all lower to the knees and gently lower all the way down. You get a bit of a break here. You can rest your chin on your hands. If your wrists feel it, you can take it to mobility work. 2 more movements to go, gang. We're taking it to a back extension and a body press. First thing about back extension is to protect the back by squeezing the glutes. If that feels okay, see how lifting the chest and the arms feel. If that still feels good, give me an overhead reach. Exhale, inhale. This is your pulling motion, working the lats. We have 4 and 3. Last 2. Last one. Good job. Plant the hands, peel up. And again, really important to counter stretch. Get that low back release. All right, gang, we've got 1 more move. We're gonna get into a body press position from the toes or the knees. Experiment with bending the elbows and straightening. Can you challenge yourself by going a little bit lower? Can you challenge yourself further by going all the way down, lifting your hands off the mat and pressing up? Again, intensity option. Move from the toes. 4 more. Do what you can. Quality over quantity. 2 more. Nice, last one. Woo, that's it, gang. Have a seat. You've done 4 lower body moves and 4 upper body moves. Now it's time for your final 3 core moves. So we're gonna start with heel drops. And take notice of 90 degrees at the knees and ankles. While we keep that spine in neutral, reach the fingertips to the sky and drop one heel as you reach overhead. Notice how we're not lengthening the leg. We want all of that effort to come from the abdominals. Once you start straightening your leg, you activate back muscles. We're not quite there yet, but if you want more challenge, give me 2 heels, moving at the same time. Inhale as you open, brace that core as you exhale and bring everything in. How about 2 more? Last one. Nicely done. We're gonna lower both feet, keep that parallel position, and take it to our hip bridge. So, squeezing the glutes is the goal here. One of the best things you can do for that low back. But we're watching the evenness of the hips and activating the hamstrings. How about 4? And 3. Last 2. And 1. Remember that heel lift. How about single, single, and 1 double. Nice and slow. Single, single. Take your time on the double. Nice deep breath. Last set. Single, single, and double. And hip bridge, lift and lower. Well done, gang. We've got 1 more move. Let's finish this set off with some pulses. Really get into that fatigue for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's roll the spine down, separate the feet even more, and let those arms spread open. What we're working on now is hip mobility. So what I'd like you to do is let both knees fall over to one side and just let that internal rotation happen on the back leg. Relax, breathe, and carry those knees up and over to the other side. Again, you might feel some differences between one side and the other. That's okay. Just take note. And work to balance out both sides. The goal is to be even. Let's catch that tempo. So we're rotating and lifting. Still nice and easy, like windshield wipers. Great work. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last 1. Great job. We're gonna take those knees into the chest and rock in to roll up. All right, how are we doing? So there's a bonus move in MSINGI. It's called the primal roll up. So what you wanna do with that is make sure that when you roll up, your feet are separate, so you have space for your body to roll up into a primal squat. All right, let's give it a go. It takes practice, but if your knees are not happy with that flexion, you can give me that 90-90 stretch that we just did and come up this way instead. Okay, so let's try 3 rolls. Come up on 3. So practicing, rolling back, and reaching through. Use that momentum, roll. This is 2. All right, come up on 3. Roll, reach, and squat. Excellent. How about fingertips overhead and rise and walk it out. Whew. You did amazing. Can we practice one more round of all those moves? We had the side step squat. We had the side lunge. We had the reverse lunge, reaching. And we had the hip hinge. Give me one more of those. Excellent job. Then we came down to kneeling, and we had the hippo. We float those knees, option to walk out. We had the pounce. And we had the body press. And we had the back extension. You can mix up the order. You can do the exercises that you like more often, but don't forget to do the exercises that aren't your favorite. Stretch out that low back. And we finished off with heel drops and hip bridges. Remember, single, single, and double. Hip bridges, lifting. And last but not least, in the spirit of the baobab tree, your limbs are twisted roots and branches. And we finished off with that primal roll up. So we can bring those knees in. Let's take those 3 counts. 1, 2, here we go. And 3. You did it. Awesome job. Let's have a seat and quick stretch. We're gonna take that top leg into a quad stretch. Rotate your gaze to the floor. Release that leg behind. Give me a few big circles. Nice. Carry those legs all the way around. Same stretch. Quad. Rotate the gaze, release. And arm circles. Excellent work, and we're gonna do that hippo position one more time. This time our hippo is laughing. We're gonna arch the spine and smile, take in that oxygen, and then exhale, round it out. One more time, inhale, and exhale. From a neutral spine, walk those hands back in, get right up onto the balls of the feet. Take your time now lifting the hips. Keep your body in that forward fold and the chin tucked in. And roll up. The MSINGI mantra is to smile inwardly, smile outwardly. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time.